Alright, if you come here looking for ideas for riding in the rain, I will give you my ideas. Number one, I wear two coats. I wear my actual riding coat, and it actually has two zippers. So you have an internal zipper, and then you got this flap, which buttons up here. Then you got your outer zipper. And then in the rain, because people become stupid, ridiculous, they can't remember how to drive, I wear this oh so nice jacket that resembles what the police wear when they're doing traffic stuff. We got a problem with the zipper here. So I wear this because obviously you want to be visible in the rain. It's a little darker. Number two, the water beads off of it. Number three, I actually invest in just rain pants. I find that the rain gear falls apart very easily, but I keep rebuying the pants. Two reasons. No matter what you do with riding pants like this, it doesn't seem to keep the water out, because all your water will bead down the front and end up in your crotch or straight down your back and kind of in your crack. That really kind of rhymes. It was cheesy. That's cool, man. That's what editing software is for. So this is actually the way that I ride in the rain, plus gloves. Obviously my helmet's already fluorescent enough for people to see. Alright, let's get on the road. So obviously, no matter what you do in this rain, if you can see it here, you are going to get wet. So if you kind of take some additional steps, it might make half of your trip dry, and then you're going to get wet. Because no matter what you do on a bike, you will get wet. It's just about making it a little more comfortable doing so. So with that in mind, let's get on the road. It takes me about half an hour to get to work. So much fun in the rain. So much fun in the rain. I want to ride in the rain every single morning. Okay. It's Sunday morning. It's raining. For the most part, rain on a motorcycle is not your friend. I personally don't mind. There's a few things you need to do a little differently. You gotta, number one, keep in mind that your visor fogs. I try to keep it open in the bottom. If you have one of those visors that you can click where it's kind of crooked, that helps a little bit. Every little thing helps. Riding in the rain. So the facts about riding in the rain are, traction-wise, you lose about 10%. So really, overall, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, really. So as long as you just ride with a little bit of extra care in the rain, you should be good. However, I won't give you a warning about railroad tracks. They are slippery. You see how careful I went over them just now? They get pretty slippery. Number two, something that I never would have thought of, actually, because we think about rain dropping downwards. We don't really consider rain hurts at about 100 kilometers an hour. So as much as it sucks, and your hands are going to get wet, and it is kind of, you know, soggy, wear your gloves still in the rain, because if you take the highway, kind of like what I do in the morning, the raindrops hitting your hands at 100 kilometers an hour, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, I did it once thinking, you know, I don't really want my hands to be soggy in my gloves, so I didn't wear my gloves. It really hurt. It really hurt. Same thing with bugs. You know, when you're on your bicycle when you're a kid, you get your bug in your eye, and that's okay. It's a pain in the ass, but, well, really a pain in the eye. But it doesn't hurt. So bugs smacking your face at 100 kilometers an hour, that's painful. really helpful thing that I forgot to do is if you put Rain-X, either the windshield wiper or like the bug remover, anything like waxy, just on your visor, it helps a lot. The rain will just bead off. It's kind of a little trick that I've read a few times. I did do it once, but I didn't put it on this visor, of course. That's okay. The last thing that I do for riding in the rain is, because I work 12-hour shifts at work, I put my stuff, I bring an extra pair of shoes, an extra pair of socks, extra pair of underwear, and obviously for females, pack in another bra. Because I leave my uniforms at work in my locker. So when I get to work, at least I have dry undergarments, and then I change completely into my dry uniform. And then that way it's okay. Oh yeah, the other thing that sucks that I just kind of did there, stay away from the big puddles, ladies and gents. The big puddles, a little bit scary on a bike. On a car, obviously, you have number one, 4 wheels. Number 2, their tires are, you have a lot more tires touching the ground. So when you hydroplane, it's not so scary. It's still scary. It's not so scary. When you hydroplane on a bike, you have almost no tires touching the ground. So that's what makes it scary. That's what makes it easy to lose control. I wouldn't want to do it. I guess another thing is ride the speed or what you're comfortable doing. If you're visible like me, I'm wearing ridiculous fluorescent and ridiculous reflective, because in the rain for some reason people just, I don't know, they stop remembering how to drive, and I'm not sure what happens when people get wet. Maybe they should have to ride a motorcycle for a weekend in the rain, and then they would smarten up a little bit. So what I've noticed at about 100 kilometers an hour is if you turn your head to the side, the rain just kind of beads off your helmet. Oh shit, here we go. So this is what I'm talking about. You gotta watch out for this water stuff. Just take it easy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Woo! That's a lot of water. Wow, my feet are soaked. It actually pushed my feet off the pegs. So, ladies and gents, just be a little bit careful around a lot of rain. It is really coming down. Just be careful. I mean, the people behind you are gonna have to wait, because that's your safety. I mean, that's a lot of water. Oh, that's a lot of water. Just be safe. Just be safe. Like I said before, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Woo! Just be safe with the water. I mean, that kind of made me pucker up a little bit there. I might need to change my underwear for all the wrong reasons when I get to work. So again, with the fogging up, you might need to compromise and actually open up the bottom of your visor quite a bit. Oh my, wow. I'm really glad I brought dry socks to work this morning. And shoes. So I usually do the double bagging. I put my stuff into a grocery bag one way, turn it upside down and feed it into another bag so that the water really can't get in there. At least not when it's raining and it's in your tail bag. man. Just use common sense. Common sense saves you a lot of heartache. A lot of headache. Heartache. A lot of everything aching, really. Ah, wow! 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 Oh, that's oh my god, I feel like I'm on a water slide! I should be screaming in excitement. It's not exciting on a motorcycle. Whoa! Oh, I can't believe how much force that water came up at my feet. Like, my feet were basically behind me, Supermaning. That was amazing. Alright, so if you can ride through something like that, you can ride through any rain. I think I'm still in awe about how much water was being flung around. It was a lot of water. A lot of water. Again, just don't let people try to bully you into going faster than you're comfortable going. That's when you get into troubles. Try not to lean too much in the rain. Stuff like this is slippery. Stuff that you would not even notice in a car, to tell you the truth. Wouldn't give two thoughts to. Get slippery when you're on a motorcycle. So then when you start trying to combine leaning and all that other technical stuff, it just gets too technical. Try to stay in your own lane, unlike what I'm doing. Try to see where you're going. That's important. Bridges are your best friend. We know they smell like homeless person. Ugh. Also, big puddles are a little more dangerous for the simple fact that you have no clue what's underneath them. I mean, if you ride the route fairly frequently, you start to learn where the big potholes are, like the big potholes that can swallow your bike whole, like a sinkhole. But you really can't tell what's under a puddle. My cousin once went four-wheeling in Raglan pits, and he ended up hitting, I believe it was the rear axle of a truck. The entire rear axle of a truck fell off in the big muddy pond that they go into, and I believe he ended up hitting it with a four-wheeler. Well, that's pretty brutal. This bike is shifting into neutral really easily. I don't understand. Even when you kick it up into second pretty hard, it still wants to stay just in neutral. I'll have to get somebody to look at that. So, I've been riding for about 20 minutes, and the water now is just starting to seep into my legs. It's really running down now. I can really feel it. Well, that's cool though. So a little bit of back brake never hurt anybody in the rain. I tell you not to use your back brake unless the road conditions are less than ideal. So I would have to say that the rain is less than ideal. Again, if you're coming to like a slow and gradual stop, by all means use your front brake. It's not, your front brake is not off limits, and nor should it be. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Thank God there's editing software. So slow and steady stops, you can use your front brake. Just be consistent on it. Don't jab at the brake and the accelerator especially. Don't make sudden decisions in the rain. Kind of like, don't make your bike do sudden things in the rain. Everything should be pretty much thought out and careful and done ahead of time at a lower speed than if the roads were clear. And even though I'm hugely fluorescent and reflective, you gotta ride like you're invisible, because you are to a lot of the drivers on the road. You are completely invisible no matter what you are wearing. In fact, you can have gigantic neon signs saying, "Hello, motorcycle right here." I guarantee you're gonna have somebody still try to run into you, lane change into you, make a left turn in front of you. I don't know what's wrong with people. It's mostly those people that drive Lexuses or Mercedes. For some reason, nobody else on the road exists. So again, on the turns, nice and gradual, nice and thought out. Very, no chopping at the throttle. Nice and easy on the turns. Everything is just nice and easy.